welcome. Many thanks for joining us. I am Isa Nu. The headlines. President Tinubu orders reduction in dialysis cost from 50,000 naira to 12,000 naira. Education Minister fully automated admissions into Federal Unity Colleges. And court begins trial of our church attack. Suspect Tinubu orders reduction. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved a reduction in the cost of kidney dialysis from the current 50,000 naira to 12,000 naira in federal hospitals across the country. The special advisor to the president on policy information, Daniel Bwala, disclosed this on his X handle on Monday. He noted that with this intervention, the price of each dialysis session has been reduced from 50,000 naira to just 12,000 naira, bringing relief to thousands of citizens battling kidney-related diseases. According to Bwala, the subsidy is already being implemented in major federal hospitals across the 6 geopolitical zones. The hospitals include the Federal Medical Center, Ebute Metta, Lagos, Federal Medical Center, Abuja, and University College Hospital, UCH Ibadan, and the Federal Medical Center, Owerri. Others are the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital, the Federal Medical Center, Abeokuta, and Lagos University Teaching Hospital, Lagos. Federal Medical Center, Azare, University of Benin Teaching Hospital, UBTH, and the University of Calabar Teaching Hospital. It disclosed that more federal medical centers and teaching hospitals will be added before the end of the year to widen access nationwide. The Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf Olatunji Alausa, said the federal government is adopting a data-driven approach to address Nigeria's out-of-school children crisis, alongside sweeping reforms aimed at modernizing and cleaning up the education system. Speaking during a media party in Abuja, Dr. Alausa explained that the government is determined to use reliable, verifiable data to design targeted interventions that will bring millions of children back into classrooms. He said one of the greatest challenges is in solving the out-of-school problem has been the lack of accurate data, and the ministry is using data to map communities, identify children who are out of school, and understand the barriers that they face, whether economic, cultural, or infrastructural. The ministry launched a nationwide campaign in late 2024 in collaboration with the National Commission for Almajiri and Out-of-School Children Education. The initiative specifically targets enrolling out-of-school and Almajiri children, especially within the FCT, with the government covering the full cost of enrollment during official handover ceremonies in November 2024. He said all universities will adopt a standardized and unified fee structure. This will remove the inconsistencies and exploitation that have characterized tuition and departmental changes in the past. With non-fund loans supporting students, every fee will be clearly defined, transparent, and uniform across our universities. He said the reform would ease the financial strain on families while restoring public trust in institutions that have long been criticized for unfair and inconsistent billing practices. The Federal Ministry of Education has announced the release of admissions into Federal Unity Colleges across Nigeria, marking a major milestone in promoting transparency, efficiency, and optimal capacity management in secondary school placement. The initiative, driven by the Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf Tunji Alausa, ensures that all admissions are now fully automated and strictly conducted within the approved capacity of each school, eliminating previous challenges of overstretched facilities. Speaking on the significance of the reform, Dr. Alausa stated that the reform guarantees fairness, operational efficiencies, and sustained quality in our Federal Unity Colleges. The current administration exercise covers 80 conventional Federal Unity College junior secondary school, while admission into the remaining 42 Federal Technical Colleges under the Technical and Vocational Education and Training TVET program will be released in due course. According to the Director of Senior Secondary Education, Ajia Binta Abdul Qadir, the automation is a game changer. The reform is expected to streamline the admission process, improve accountability, and uphold the highest educational standard across federal unity colleges nationwide. Parents, guardians, and students are advised to check admissions results on the ministry's official website, www.education.gov.ng. The Federal Ministry of Education remains committed to providing quality education within a safe, conducive learning environment for all Nigerian students. The chairman of Kwali Area Council, Mr. Danladi Chia, has promised to work closely with new party members who have joined the All Progressive Congress in the council area. Chia made the commitment while receiving prominent elected council officials led by councillors from Pai and Kundu wards who defected to the APC from the People's Democratic Party. The defectors, including Honorable Muhammad Jibril Adeonas and John Matthew Uleji, were accompanied by party executives and over 400 members. Chia expressed delight at their decision to join the APC, stating that it reflects the residents' satisfaction with the party administration and provisions of dividends of democracy. The Kwali chairman, who is also the FCT chapter chairman of the Association of Local Government of Nigeria, ALGON, assured new APC members that they will be treated like any other member of the party family in the council. The defectors were presented with APC flags and brooms symbolizing their new affiliation. The event was witnessed by notable APC members, including Aliyu Yaya Shedda, the APC local government chairman, No Daniel Kwali, speaker of the council and flag bearer of the party in the upcoming FCT area council elections, and Honorable Ajia Rahmatu Abdullah Kamadi, the vice chairman candidate. Correspondent Abdullah Mukhtar reports that the defectors cited the current state of the PDP as their reason for switching to the APC. The Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Olakunle Nafiu, has advised corps members to serve their fatherland with passion, loyalty, and strong sense of nationalism. He stated this during his visit to the 2025 Batch B Stream 1 corps members at the NYSC Ebonyi State Orientation Camp in Afikpo. The Director General also urged the corps members to respect the cultural practices of their host communities on getting to their places of primary assignment. He added that the service year should be diligently used as a period of investment in such a way that it would not lead to regret in future. General Nafiu implored the corps members to engage in post-camp training in furtherance of the Skills Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Program, which was designed to make them financially empowered and self-employed. He further disclosed that the scheme had partnered with several stakeholders that offer loans, business grants, and other incentives such as free startup capital to qualified corps members. NYSC Ebonyi State Coordinator Ms. Foluke Oladende said a total of 959 corps members, comprising 474 males and 485 females, were registered and had been participating actively in all the camp activities. Oladende added that the Association of Local Government of Nigeria, ALGON, Ebonyi State Chapter, had provided a new transformer for use at the Ebonyi State Orientation Camp Afikpo. She said the transformer has already been mounted and awaiting connections to the national grid. The coordinator also informed General Nafiu that Ebonyi State Governor, Mr. Francis Nwefuru, had approved the construction of a new camp clinic, female corps members hostels, staff headquarters, and 3 boreholes, which were all ongoing. Court begins trial. A federal high court sitting in Abuja is set to commence the trial of 5 persons accused of masterminding the bombing of a Catholic church in Owo, Ondo State. The Department of State Security Services had on 11th of August 2025 arraigned the 5 men before Justice Emeka Nwite over their alleged involvement in the June 5, 2022 attack at St. Francis Catholic Church, Owo, in Ondo State. The 5 persons, Idris Abdul Malik Omeza, Al-Qasim Idris, Jamiu Abdul Malik, Abdul Alim Idris, and Momo Otuwo Abubakar, are to face trial for the attack, which claimed over 40 lives and left 100 individuals injured. The 5 defendants were arraigned on 9-count terrorism charges. by the Department of State Security Services. And they all pleaded not guilty. The suspects are accused, among others, of being members of the Al-Shabaab terrorist group with a cell in Kogi State. They are also alleged to have carried out the attack in furtherance of their religious ideology. They were alleged to have their cell in Kogi and thereby committed an offense contrary to and punishable under Section 25, subsection 1 of the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022. The suspects were alleged to have held meetings at the government secondary school Ogaminana Adavi local government area of Kogi State and behind Omia Alafa Central Mosque Ose local government in Ondo State in 2022 and planned the attack which they carried out in June of the same year. Indeed, a fierce contest of logic and of the finest words at the head-to-head debate reality house show, where housemates were engaged in a brilliant debate exercise showcasing the very best of their argumentative skills on contemporary issues. Daniel Obi report.
Taxation can be defined as a very mandatory fee paid to the government of a country by the citizens for the development of that nation. Taxation started in the year 1904, introduced by...
The topics that had the housemaid firing from all cylinders were drawn from contemporary issues such as taxation, social media and vices, and of course, gender-based violence. The heated debate had housemates presenting compelling arguments for and against taxation, highlighting its importance in funding public goods and services, while also discussing the burden it places on individuals and businesses.
Paying taxes is not just a legal requirement, it is a sign of patriotism, responsibility, and partnership in the progress of our country.
Citizens that tax for services, they end up paying for private because the public ones are poor. For example, we pay for electric tariffs through bills and taxes, but end up spending heavily on generators, or plus for generators.
Guests and officials were left impressed and did not fail to make it known.
What we have seen, we are all living witnesses to what is happening today. You can see these children are so wonderful. The way they speak, the way they behave, they are dressing, very wonderful. So we want to make sure we inculcate this in all the pupils in FCT.
It's extraordinarily superb. I've never seen this. What I've seen, their grammatical maneuver, everything about them speak sound future for them all and for this nation by extension.
What I have seen here today, I'm very, very satisfied. They started the debate. I saw comportment by the students. They were very comfortable. They spoke intelligently and they were not under any pressure. And that's what the essence of this debate is all about.
In fact, I'm so overwhelmed. When I came and I saw the students performing, I was so dumbfounded, and I'm so impressed with what I saw.
Imagine kids in junior secondary debating on gender-based violence with a focus on the society, and you could see the kids all probing that and bringing out arguments that are fundamental and key.
The Head-to-Head Debate Reality House Show is an initiative by the FCT Universal Basic Education Board aimed at promoting critical thinking, effective communication, and problem-solving skills among junior secondary school students in the Federal Capital Territory. Daniel Obi, ASO Television News.
Development Secretariat SDS Mrs. Olubumi Olowo-Okere says the FCT administration will partner with the organizers of Abuja Groove December to promote tourism in Abuja. This followed a courtesy visit paid on her by the organizers of Abuja Groove December in Abuja. Topsy Gimba has the details.
The program coordinator in Imagine Abuja, Dr. Kenneth Kalu, told the Secretary to the Social Development Secretariat, Mrs. Olubumi Olowo-Okere, that they were in her office to seek support. He said Abuja is fast becoming a center for attraction, and to sell it to the outside world as tourism hub will bring about economic development.
It is a 35+ events for 16 days, featuring 16 competitions, cultural displays, cultural dance, sports, traditional wrestling, local boxing, destination tours, entertainment, and many more. Thus, promises to sustain our tourism quest annually and then adding value towards the realization of the above revenue for FCT, put together to complement the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and the efforts of the Honorable Minister of the FCT, His Excellency Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, CON.
Responding, the Secretary, Social Development Secretariat, Mrs. Olubumi Oluokere, thanked the organizers of Groove December, highlighting the importance of tourism to the economic development of any nation. She said the government will support and encourage them for this wonderful initiative.
A tourism destination of choice. I want to say that it truly aligns with our own dream in the SDS. If there's anything that's for the past couple of months we've been speaking about, is how we can make FCT, Abuja in particular, the place to be, not just in Nigeria but for Africa. We've been talking in-house and deliberating on how we can make everybody make this place the center of Africa.
Speaking to journalists, the chairman Groove December, Mr. Emo Ebong, said the visit to the Social Development Secretariat was to seek collaboration with the FCT administration and to tap on the beauty of Abuja and present it to the world.
16 days of non-stop fun and excitement. Now, in terms of several other carnivals or festive celebrations, no, we're not in competition. If you keep going to Carnival Calabar, every year you will enjoy it. But do you want to keep enjoying the same thing? So the more the merrier. We're creating an option, and what is unique about what we're doing is that we're not selling what Calabar Carnival or Carnival Calabar is selling. We're not selling what our Gungu Fishing Festival is selling. We're not selling what Ojudeoba is selling. What we're selling is what makes Abuja unique. And of course, by extension, we're mobilizing Nigeria, Nigerians in Nigeria, Nigerians around the world.
Abuja Groove December is part of the strategic plan to foster tourism in the city. Topsy Gimba, ASO Television News.
You can watch us live on DSTV channel 392, also on StarTimes TV channel 127 and Free TV channel 507. We're also on the UHF band on channel 38. Still to come, RMAFC commences review of revenue sharing formula after 33 years. Stay with us for details of these and more stories after the break.
Let's get one thing straight. Being a woman with disabilities doesn't mean you don't have the right to quality sexual and reproductive health information and services. Family planning, maternity care, STI prevention. Every woman deserves access to safe, respectful, and inclusive reproductive health care. My body, my health, my reproductive rights. No limits, no exceptions. Your health matters. Your choices matters. Get informed, get care, and take charge of your future.
In line with President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda in elevating Nigeria through continual strategic development initiatives, the Integrity Group of Nigeria, IGN, has unified thought leaders, policymakers, and stakeholders to discuss and shape future of the country. The national chairman, Dr. Oke Idawene, stated this during the 2025 Integrity Group Summit held in Abuja as part of supporting the continual process of President Tinubu's commitment in transparency, accountability, and good governance. Oluwa Pelumi Adeyemi tells us more.
Chairman, Integrity Group of Nigeria, Dr. Oke Idawene, has highlighted the achievements of President Tinubu's led administration so far and urged the stakeholders, policymakers, and thought leaders to embrace unity and patriotism. He acknowledged the presence of present and past leaders, Delta, Benue State Integrity Groups, and other leadership aspirants, noting that their participation in the summit underscored the importance of efforts towards advancing Nigeria's development under President Tinubu.
So the aims of this gathering to say everyone that is here, you are a friend of Nigeria, you are a lover of Nigeria, you are a good citizen of Nigeria. That is why we are gathered here. Mind you, this program is self-sponsored. Because the good ones is working for Nigeria. That is why the common minds are here to say, let us chart a new course and go on. I am not a keynote speaker. It's going to come. But wait for as we launch the compendium of President Ahmed Bola Tinubu so far, where what he has done, what he is doing, and what he will do.
Special guest of the summit, former governor of Delta State, Dr. Ifeanyi Arthur Okowa, represented by Honorable Pascal Adigwe, also acknowledged President Tinubu's led administration proactiveness in improving the economy and tackling various challenges.
In a lot of ramifications, a lot of dimensions, is bringing stability, is bringing back hope, he's taking the bull by the horns, he's not referring to issues in the past or how the past was governed. He promised Nigeria that he will come to the saddle and take responsibility. That he has done. So he has been able to win the country's prosperity into a line. And it is on that line that we say, let us continue in this trajectory, hoping that better days are coming.
Speaking also at the event, various stakeholders and leadership aspirants shared their thoughts in supporting good governance and accountability.
He is working for our interests, for the good of the country, and some of us, even those in the diaspora, are coming back home. I returned back home this year, February, and I said to myself, I have to join the process to ensure that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be re-elected come 2027. So this is happening. The Integrity Group, the TSG Group, and my own group, the Transformation Support Initiative, we are here together to pool all the efforts to synergize, to harmonize, and to galvanize and support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
I have seen light in Ahmed Tinubu. I have seen what he has done so far. Before in Governor Area Council and some of the area council, there is no road. But right now, as I'm talking to you, with the minister we have, he's working so hard. Even though the engineers are working on the site, you will be there with them, monitoring them until they finish their job. So I'm very impressed and I'm very happy with what is happening now.
The Integrity Group of Nigeria reiterated their commitment in supporting the President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda by convening high-level forum in ensuring progress of the country. Welumi Adeyemi, also Television News.
Nigerian Export Processing Zones Authority, NEPZA, has disclosed collaboration with the Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency to support the one-stop shop framework of the federal government across all free trade zones in the country. A statement signed by the head of corporate communications to NEPZA, Dr. Martins Ode, acknowledged that an agreement has been reached by the two heads of agencies of NEPZA and NDLA, Dr. Olufemi Ogunyemi, General Buba Marwa, to support the one-stop shop framework of the federal government across all free trade zones, responding to an alleged insistence of some drug law enforcers officers to inspect all containers destined for certain free trade zones. Dr. Ogunyemi stressed the importance of all key government agencies in the free trade zones ecosystems actively promoting the country's one-stop shop framework to support economic revitalization through the scheme, adding that the authority has been performing these duties for over 30 years, while expressing deep appreciation to the NDLA boss for its dedication and thorough service to the country. Dr. Ogunyemi further affirmed a shared commitment to eliminate any violations of Nigeria's laws within free trade zones. On his part, General Marwa called for greater cooperation between NDLA and NEPZA to continually promote a healthy and drug-free business environment in the free trade zones. The two agencies further pledged to intensify collaboration in fulfilling their mandate without interfering with each other's work. The Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission has commenced the review of the current revenue allocation formula for sharing revenue amongst the three tiers of government in Nigeria, 33 years after the last review. Chairman of the Commission, Mr. Mohammed Shehu, officially unveiling the exercise in Abuja, disclosed that under the current revenue allocation formula, the federal government gets 52.6%, while the state and local government get 6.7% and 20.6% shares respectively, while stressing that the aim of the review was to produce a fair, just and equitable revenue sharing formula that reflects the current responsibilities, needs and capacities of the three tiers of government in line with constitutional rules. The RMAFC board affirmed that since the last review of the allocation sharing formula in 1992, Nigeria has undergone profound transformations demographically, economically and constitutional, necessitating the current review. Mr. Shehu assured that the Commission would carefully assess the needs, service delivery obligations, fiscal performance and developmental disparities, reassuring that the review would be inclusive, data-driven and transparent. He further added that the Commission, in line with its constitutional responsibility and in response to the evolving socio-economic, political and fiscal realities of the nation, has resolved to initiate the process of reviewing the revenue allocation formula to reflect emerging socio-economic policies. That's the news, but before we go, a look at one of our major stories. President Bola Tinubu has approved a reduction in the cost of kidney dialysis from the current 50,000 naira to 12,000 naira in federal hospitals across the country. The special advisor to the president on policy information, Daniel Bwala, disclosed this on his X handle on Monday. Isa Nu, thanks for watching.